Hello, welcome to episode 3 in a series of World of Warships videos. My name is Leo, and today we're going to be playing the Tier 10 USN destroyer, the Gearing. Looking at the team rosters, it seems that we've got a pretty even matchup here. Both teams have an aircraft carrier, both teams have 4 battleships. We've got one more cruiser than them, and they've got one more destroyer. Now that, in my mind, gives them a little bit of an advantage, but I'm biased towards destroyers, so we'll just see how this works out. Now, we spawn in just southeast of the B cap, but I don't see any other DDs up here on this end of the map, and we only have 2, so I'm going to go for C. It's hard to go wrong in this position capping C. They have 3 DDs. I don't think more than one of them will go up here. If we run into all 3 of them, we might be in for a little bit of a hard time, but we got to go see. So we're going to motor on up here to the C cap, keeping an eye on what our teammates are doing. Our aircraft carrier is sending his planes kind of toward the B cap, and the enemy starts capping it. And there we see one of the enemy destroyers. He's under fire from the aircraft carrier, but it looks like he survived. And he continues to cap B. Well, we've made it into C now, and we're going to concentrate mainly on capping this. I'm not going to turn toward where the enemy is. I want to secure this cap and let the game develop a little bit more and kind of see where the enemy is and how things are going. I'm going to aim to get behind this island because, generally speaking, people do come this way, and when they come, they charge. But it doesn't look like too many people are coming, so I cut around to the west side of the island instead of the east as I'd originally planned. And when I get around here, I see that that enemy destroyer, Benson, and I take a few pot shots at him. I don't really think I'm going to hit anything here, but doesn't hurt. Now, come around here and I see my targets. These are the people that I want to play with. Now, nice thing about the gearing is that you can invisifire at just a little bit under 10 kilometers. I don't like the high gun arcs on the gearing, so I have to scroll out on my zoom a couple of notches. And I'm just going to sit here and rain fire down on him as long as I feel safe doing so. Starting to get some hits on him. I'm a bad shot. I know that I'm a bad shot. It's one of the reasons I prefer the Japanese destroyers. They're more of torpedo boats, and that suits me a little bit better. But you're not going to get any better if you don't practice, and I need to practice this shooting. Right now I'm turning away. Want to make sure they don't get close enough to spot me. Also want to make sure that I'm heading over here where I can get a little cover if I need it. Still thinking about that Benson. I know he's moving around over here somewhere, so I'm kind of keeping an eye out for him while trying to get some torpedo shots on these battleships. So I launched some torpedo shots here, and I'm hoping that they'll hit. But at this range and with the amount of maneuvering that's going on, I'm not too sure that they're going to. Well, let's take a look and see how these torpedoes are going. Man, it looks like the Montana. I think that's Montana. I'm squinting at the preview screen, so it's hard to really tell. It looks like the Montana has maneuvered enough to avoid all but one of them. So we get a nice little hit on him, and of course now he's thinking that there's a DD around here that needs to die. So I'm going to cruise on over here. We've got one of our teammates is also in the cap with us. One of our teammates was in the cap with us. And so now I'm kind of here by myself with this one other teammate who he's sailing right into the jaws of all of these battleships and cruisers. I don't think he's going to last very long. We'll see how he does. I'm back into ninja firing range, so I'm starting to unload on this Montana again. Again, you can see my poor marksmanship is kind of hurting me here, but I'm getting some damage in on him. Hopefully I can start a couple fires. He's got some other people shooting at him, and I know that just this constant rain of mosquito bites is kind of making that Montana mad. So I'm going to make sure that I pay special attention to him, as well as that Benson. Now, where is that Benson? I've lost track of him. I'm going to keep firing on this Montana. And, you know, I'm guilty of tunnel visioning as anybody else. Now, I see this cruiser over here getting a little bit closer. Now I've been spotted. How did I get spotted? Because I was firing and the cruiser came out from around the corner there. So I popped my smoke. I've got incoming fire, but that's okay. I'm going to maneuver away from it and see if I can get myself in a position where I can launch some more torps at these guys. Now, I'm going to get behind this island because they're getting a little too close. Enemy's getting a little bit too close. So I'm going to get around this island. And there's the Benson. Don't want him to spot me for his teammates because the Montana especially would like nothing better than to just wipe me from the face of the map. So I'm motoring on around the island here, putting some distance between me and the Benson. And then when I get an angle where I feel like I can cut in, I'm going to try to get this island between him and me, and I'm going to try to move off in a direction that he's not expecting. He might expect me to continue going east and then cut south, open fire on the enemy ship there, and of course I'm spotted because there's the Benson. So he spotted me, and I've got incoming fire, mostly AP it looks like. So I'm not sweating that too much. And we've got some an angle on this cruiser over here, so we're going to shoot some torpedoes at him. Can't quite make out on my preview screen who that is or what ship that is. All I can really tell is that it's a cruiser. So I launched those torpedoes at the cruiser, and as we'll see here in a second, I didn't lead him enough. He picked up speed. I don't know if he deliberately altered his speed to throw off any possible torps, but that's what I get for just following the aiming guide and not anticipating that he's going to speed up. Now I'm going to come on around this island. The Benson, I hope, has lost track of me. I'm going to come around this island and I'm going to cap. Things aren't looking too good for us. We're down on ships. We're down on points. We've only got one cap. We need this cap back. So now this is what I hoard my hit points for, is I want to make sure that I'm still alive on the map when opportunities like this come up. So I pull into the cap here, and now everybody knows where I'm at. They know I'm in the cap, so I'm expecting the Benson to come around behind me just any second. And I see the aircraft carrier over there, and well, I know they're kind of fat and they don't maneuver too well, so I've launched some torpedoes in that direction. I'm not really expecting that they're going to destroy him, but I'm hoping I'll at least get some damage on him. And there's the Benson, so of course pop my smoke, turn around, run, get all my guns pointed at him, and wait for him to appear. He's either gonna proxy spot me at 2 kilometers, or I'll see him further out than that. Right now I'm watching the aircraft carriers planes. Don't want them to be able to spot me. That's why I've stopped in my smoke. Normally don't do that because they like to fire torpedoes into the smoke. There's the Benson. Okay, so we zoom in, and my first volley, lucky shooting for me. I mean, I normally don't do that, but I did pretty good there. And look, I did hit the aircraft carrier 2, 3, 4 times, destroyed him. All right. So he's down. Now if I can take care of this Benson, come on, bad shooting, Leo. Let's kill the Benson. Boom! And of course, I take a torpedo, because he did fire his torpedoes into the smoke, but I wiped him out, wiped out the aircraft carrier. So we're doing pretty good so far. Now, they've only got 2 ships left, and one of them's in the B cap. I initially thought about heading over there and trying to cap B, but just as I'm considering it, the guy in B gets wiped out, so that leaves 1 ship. He doesn't have very many hit points left, so wait for him to get taken out. Avoid some friendly torpedoes there, and next thing you know, game is over. For me, not a bad game in the game. We had almost 500,000 credits, 3,300 experience, 170 base experience, 5 torpedo hits, 2 kills. Wound up number 2 on the team with 2262 experience. Not bad. I'll take it. This is Leo. You've been watching World of Warships. Thank you for watching the video, and I look forward to seeing you next time.